I ain't got time to adjust this. What up? Pink ladies, T-birds, river vixens, bulldogs, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and may the 4th be with you. Now, wow. Well, technically, by the time I'm recording this, it is actually my birthday today. So I'm sorry if I was not in full geesh. As much as I love Riverdale and as much as I love Drag Race, the reviews are going to be late. I'm not going to be sitting at home at 9 o'clock, whoop-de-whoop, watching TV on my birthday celebration time. So anyway, you'll excuse this because obviously I'm not in fucking geesh. And there is no The Look Goes as follows. I had on Star Wars shit yesterday. Anyway, I wasn't even going to do a review this week. I kind of took a hiatus from all reviews, even though we in finale seasons and stuff like that. Because I wasn't going to be watching this shit on time. But after I watched this Riverdale, bitch, when I tell you. Now, this might not be all cute with Riverdale pom-poms and Riverdale backgrounds and nice intro music and all that. We ain't got time for all that. It might not even be a full bump. What I'm saying is this. Goddamn, and this ain't the last episode. I'm gonna lose my shit next week. Okay, so can we first talk about how wrong I was on my prediction? Excuse me, I'm going to grab this and make sure that y'all don't get to see my Josie and my pussycat. All this time, I was swearing up and down. Archie was the blossom. We started off the beginning of the show. God damn it, Riverdale. Wait a minute. Before we go any further, slow clap for the whole episode. Slow clap for that whole motherfucking chorus. Many times as they teased us incest. As many times as they teased Jason and incest. Oh my God, would you have thought it would have been him and Polly that was creating the incest? Oh my sweet gherkins. I was just like, so how they find Hal breaking in the house, the Lady Coopers? Yeah, it wasn't just my great grandpappy though. They was brothers. Me and Clifford Blossom is second cousins. Because the grandfather was brothers. Oh, God. Wait a minute. But the Blossoms know. And the Coopers know. And she so that's why you wanted to have her abort the babies because they was related. They get to the Blossom house I'm going to go get my daughter right the fuck now. I'm going to go get my daughter. They go. And motherfucker, y'all just do not understand how much I love this series because I love a series that can make me hate somebody at the beginning and root for them at the end. And I love a series where there's really some character development. Y'all, I fucking love Alice Cooper. I said it. Alice Cooper is one of my favorite characters on the show now. That bitch don't play. And when she found out that's what all the tea was, that mama bear came out, bitch, give me my daughter. She chose to stay here fair and square. The fuck? Da-da-da-da. She spills all the good red leaf tea, honey. She spills all that good red leaf tea. And when Polly finds out, Polly, of course, goes with her family. Cheryl the whole time knowing something ain't right. When they said that, Cheryl was shook motherfucking boots at the top of the goddamn steps. What the fuck just happened? Oh, my sweet gherkins. When FP just straight up just committed to the murder and he did it to save Jughead, we came to find out. Joaquin, this is one of the parts that I was not feeling. It was very few in this episode. I have very little to nitpick about. This was a well done fucking episode. From the first time I watched Riverdale, it exceeded my expectations, but y'all took it to another motherfucking level right now. Brav, and fucking O. Okay? We gonna party like it's your birthday, Riverdale. Good shit, man. I just can't. And I might be a little bit tipsier than I usually am in my reviews. Please excuse me, but goddamn it, I'm celebrating my birthday. It was so crazy because Jughead was just done. And it was so sad because now we know that shit with FP wasn't no motherfucking joke. FP was really trying to turn that life around, and that's why FP was trying to get the fuck out of Dodge and go to Toledo. Like, it all makes sense. Talk about Jughead's no good ass mama. She win worst mama award. Here I thought it was gonna be Molly Ringwald. Nope. It's Mrs. Jones. Your son calls you. First of all, I told y'all in another episode, I don't remember which one, I feel some sort of way about mamas that don't take their kids. Like, you took the daughter and not the son. I felt some sort of way about that. But then he call you. He don't never call and say he coming, he good up here. You probably don't even know him and FP don't live together. You probably don't even know that. FP just get arrested for murder, which how nobody caught you and told you if y'all are still legally married. I don't know how, even if he had one phone call, that a lawyer or nobody called her and told her what was up and they still legally married. But, okay, suspension of disbelief. That was one thing I really didn't like. When he was calling at the beginning of the episode, talking about, and I had already said he had already bought the ticket. What mother is just like, no, not right now though. I ain't got no room. You can sleep on my couch. No, that's okay. To your teenage son that's still in high school and you know his father ain't shit and that's why you up and ran off. Miss Jones ain't shit. But next season when y'all bring her on, feel free to make it Nev Campbell. The other thing I didn't like, when Joaquin was like confessing to stuff and they cornered him down and said that was FP's last thing, you know? And he was talking to them, and Kevin is like, I'm not asking you as your boyfriend, I'm asking you as the sheriff's son. Motherfucker, that don't make you the sheriff. Kill that. You could have even said as their friend. As Jason's friend, whether you was or not, you was more of a friend to him than that dude was. As the sheriff's son, sit the fuck down. And then the other one was, after he told the story about he helped FP clean up. And he like, you're a criminal. No, your boyfriend that fucking hangs out with the biker gang is the fucking criminal. Shocking fucking awe, Kevin. No, you just thought, oh, well, yeah, he just hangs around with us outside serpents, but he ain't involved in the biker gang at all. Now's a good time to bring up that you the sheriff's son, because you're that dumb. You the sheriff's son. You know he guilty by association, and you don't think they just gonna have this teenage boy, it's all these grown ass men, and this teenage boy who ain't related to none of them is just gonna be allowed to be in the bar and he don't work for them. Come again, son. But I had a little bit of a theory. Again, let me cover up Josie and the Pussycat. I got another theory. We flashed back to the scene again where they was talking about the father had an argument with him and he said, I shouldn't have been grooming him. I should have been grooming you because you're a blossom through and through. Hear me out now. Y'all heard it here first. And if y'all can't remember which video it is, just call it the fucked up one because I'm not doing the bars and the editing tonight. Okay, that made me think of something. What if Jason Blossom and Cheryl Blossom are not twins? What if Jason really ain't Clifford's son? And maybe that's why it was so easy for him to shoot him in the fucking head. Because maybe he's not really his son. Now, we got this mystery baby out there that's we know Alice Cooper, we know they at least went to go see somebody about an abortion. We don't know if she had one or not. All she said, you was going to put my daughter through the same thing you put me through. That doesn't necessarily mean she had the abortion. That was never clarified, and I still to this day don't believe she had that abortion. That kid is somewhere. But what if that kid is Jason Blossom? Hear me out now. If you would adopt a kid young enough and you were to eventually find him and your wife was already pregnant and y'all got all that money, even if he was already a year older or 2 years older, he a boy, she a girl, they're fraternal twins. So who's not to say y'all just lied? Y'all pulled the Arrested Development thing. Well, actually, you were adopted. We just told y'all was twins, and eventually, we got money and everybody knew what it was. Don't say shit. Or that because they are the Blossoms and they got $1 million houses, they was hiring nannies, putting on motherfucking gag motherfucking releases, and really, Jason was already like 2 years older or 1 year older than Cheryl. You got that kind of money, you could fake a birth certificate and say they was born on the same day, even though he was really older. That would still put him in school at the same time, all the way up. Nobody would notice if he was much bigger or maturing more than her because they were fraternal twins and one was a boy and one was a girl. I got the feeling, now knowing that Hal is a Blossom and that baby, I guess, is Hal and Alice Cooper's, that they didn't go hunt that baby down because that baby was the rightful heir to the Blossom maple syrup. Holla if you hear me. I hollered. But anyway, my Riverdale videos, I never really want to make them that long. Great episode. Hiram is coming home. I like how Alice Cooper is my bitch, man. And she came in and she was like, yeah, everything, they found this money and he OD'd. And they found this money in Hiram Lodge on the bag. And it was just tied up real nice and in a bow. A little too nice if you ask me. Hell yeah, the man OD'd. Who you know, for real, Donald Trump ain't stupid enough to bribe somebody with a bag with DT on it. He gonna make sure the motherfucker ain't even Trump brand. Find some shit this, And here go Veronica just letting loose. Like, now you know ain't nobody sneaking no goddamn money in nowhere. It would be in a duffel bag. It would not be in no Hiram Lodge, crocodile, ostrich, motherfucking leather carrying case. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, great episode. Fantastic episode. Are y'all like so hyped for the finale? Because, like, how y'all top that? How y'all top that? We know who the killer is. He went down. We know FP innocent. What y'all? Oh, motherfucking Baldy hung himself as opposed to going to prison. He ended up hanging himself. They had that shit on a motherfucking zip drive too. And that's why he had Jason's jacket. Because if anybody ever caught him and found that jacket, they'd have found that hard drive and found out who really killed him. And FP was like, oh, you don't think we got cameras down here? It was great, y'all. But I want to thank y'all. I'm not putting this shit up on this video. Like I said, I'm just going to fucking upload this one. So do it on your own. If you want to subscribe, if you want to go to Patreon, if you want to check out my own videos. Not trying to be rude, but it's my day. Hell yeah, I'm a motherfucking princess, and I just ain't doing all that. Sue me. Deuces.